I will be shooting one arrow out of my bow at a map of the state of Michigan, and wherever this arrow lands is where I'll be truck camping the entire weekend. What's going on, guys? Welcome back. I've got something a little bit different planned for this video, and just got out of work and decided I wanted to do something a little different. I have not been shooting like I should be shooting for this up and coming bow season. I haven't shot in about 3 or 4 months. I know I'm gonna be rusty. What I have planned is I will be shooting one arrow at this map. This map is Michigan. It has the Upper Peninsula and Lower Peninsula in it. I will be shooting one arrow at this map at 30 yards, and wherever it lands, or whatever county it lands in, I will have to go find a place to go truck camping for this weekend. Where are we doing this? We're at home right here. We are literally in Kent County, which is Grand Rapids, which is where I live. So I'm gonna make the decision to reshoot, because I'm not gonna camp here at home. So as of right now, I have not shot my bow yet. I know I'm gonna be a little rusty. It should be fun. I don't have a lot of time left to get the truck packed up and whatnot to get on the road, but I've got about an hour or two left of daylight, and whatever county this arrow lands in is where I'll be truck camping this weekend. Whew. Not something you see every day. So like I said, we're gonna do one shot. This is the state of Michigan, including the Upper Peninsula. And the goal is to not shoot my house. So, like I said, I'm a little rusty. It's been a couple months since I've shot regularly. I know that's not a good thing. But sometimes it is the way it is. So, first shot we're gonna do a 30 yards. All right, let's see where we're at. I don't know. I don't know. All right, so this is what we got to work with. We are we're kind of in between a couple counties, so I got a little bit of room to be working with here, but we're in between Kalkaska County. What county is Cadillac?
Cadillac County,
I'll have to look on the map, but pretty much we're dead nuts on Cadillac here. But we've got Wexford, Grand Traverse, Kalkaska, and wherever Cadillac is. I'll have to look to see. But yeah, let's check it on out. All right, let's see what this is. Okay, so it's Mississauga. Michigan's got really weird names. It's all like Indian, native, tribal, whatever. Mississauga is what I think it is. So I hit just in the middle of the Kalkaska, Grand Traverse, Wexford, and Mississauga. So technically speaking, I've got 4 different, you can see where it tore. I've got 4 different counties I can go in, which gives me a little bit of leeway. But I have an idea because that's right where the Tippy Dam is. And I've got a couple options on where I can camp there. So as you can see, got the map pulled up. We're a little bit into Grand Traverse, a little bit into Kalkaska, a little bit to the Lake City area, Cadillac, and even over into Manistee a little bit. So we've got some real estate to work with, and this should be a good one. I gotta pack the truck up. First I gotta clean it, then I'm gonna pack it up, then I'm gonna gas it up, and then get on the road. That's the plan. Like I said, there's a little bit of leeway in there on as to where I can go, because nothing would be worse than just camping in the middle of a cornfield. All right, so I am on my way up north. It's gonna be about 2 hours, 2.5 hours to get up north. I don't know exactly yet where I'm gonna camp. I'm kind of just going with the flow. I got this idea maybe 3 hours before I got out of work, and I told my buddy at work, I'm like, dude, I think I'm just gonna shoot at a spot on the map of Michigan, and that's where I'm gonna go. So the plan right now is to head up to around the Cadillac, Michigan area, possibly slide on over to Tippy Dam. I know there's a lot of places to camp over there. I haven't been up there in a while, so I don't know the entirety of the area where I can and can't camp. But I do have OnX Offroad, and they just launched a new feature to the application that shows where all of the overlanding or dispersed camping areas are legal in Michigan. Now it does work with all the other states too, but right now I'm just worried about Michigan. Most likely will not have power, which is fine, but definitely need to be somewhere where I could jump in the water or take a shower, because it ain't gonna be pleasant sleeping tonight. So I'm kind of flying by the seat of my pants here. I have stayed up, and this was during last hunting season, bow season actually, later part of October. I stayed at this campground in Cadillac, the actual city of Cadillac, and it's a state campground that has showers and whatnot, and it's not too bad of a spot. Not my typical spot that I would like to go camping at, but it's definitely something that will work as far as for like tonight goes, if I can't find anywhere else to go. So plan number 1 right now is to try to get a spot at the Cadillac state campground there, and if that seems to be full because of it being the weekend after July 4th, then I'll try to find somewhere on National Forest to camp. This stuff is so good, Michigan brand. All right, so I'm kind of trying out both cameras this trip. I've got a really nice camera, mirrorless camera that I use for mainly hunting, also for RUGG'D, and taking pictures of clothing or people wearing the clothing, and I don't get to utilize that camera as much as I'd like to. It's a pretty expensive camera as well, so I'm trying to incorporate it more with the things that I'm filming and the trips that I go on. All right, so the plan right now is to stop at Walmart in Cadillac, but the plan is to get some food, maybe look at some fishing stuff. Always got to look at the fishing stuff, and then figure out where I'm going to stay tonight. Worst comes to worst, I stay in the Walmart parking lot, but I try to avoid that when I can. I just realized that I drove that entire way up north without any music. Yeah. It's kind of nice, you know, just take a road trip by yourself and think about things, you know? Dude, they got a Popeyes way up here. What the heck? Man, I could smash me some Popeyes right now. That's not what we're doing though. Going into the good old Wally World. Oh, that took incredibly too long. Time is now 10:42. I think because it's so late, I think I'm gonna camp at the Cadillac State Campground. I think it's called Mitchell Campground. I don't know. I have stayed here before, one other time during bow season, and they had showers. So right now that's what I need, is a friggin' shower, because I'm gonna cook up something good tonight, and I honestly really need a shower. Couple things. It looks like there is no more spots available at the campground in Cadillac, but what I may end up doing is going there to take a shower, because I need one bad. I don't know if I can get in there. I don't know if it's frowned upon, so I'm gonna go for it. Well, I am here at the state campground, and I'm gonna try to sneak in and get a shower. So that was super refreshing. I was trying to be quiet, but if I find out there's like a $5 or $10 fee or something like that, I'll come back and pay it, but I don't think there is. So anyway, now I'm gonna go try to find somewhere to camp, because I'm getting hungry. So I actually found a spot using OnX Offroad in their new dispersed camping locations. So I'm gonna check it out and see if it's a viable option. Should be about 6 minutes, so it'd be pretty cool. It's fun because I always like finding spots like this. It's just going into a spot you've never seen before, especially at dark, not knowing what to expect or even what's available. I've parked on a couple of 2-tracks that I never thought I would have camped on before, and it was just fine. So a lot of people don't realize that national forests, if there's trails or roads that are legal to drive your road down or your vehicle down, there's a 98% chance that you're allowed to camp there or dispersed camp there. So usually if you find a sign that says pavement ends, you're at the right spot. Find something down here. I'm not gonna bore you guys with filming this whole thing, because it doesn't look like to be some crazy road or anything. If it gets crazy and there's some off-roading, then I'll get back with you guys. This what they call is a clinometer, and this way it tells me like front to back if my truck is not level, and then this way on the right hand side here tells me if my truck isn't level left to right, and then the center dial tells me how many degrees my steering wheel is tilted. So all right, I've got a mess. Here's the map, and this is where I am, at least for tonight. Tomorrow I've got other plans. I'm gonna crank this thing open. We're gonna get rain tonight, so I'm gonna do air in for now. I plan on cooking still, even though it's 12:31. Yes, I got a haircut. So, worst comes to worst, I'll go back to that spot I was just at, but I had 5G in here and I had 2 bars at LTE. So if I can find a spot that has even 2 bars at LTE, I'm good. But preferably I would like to find something that has some decent service. So I'm gonna try to find a spot further up the road. Oh, bugs all over me. Believe I found a spot that better suits what I was looking for, and sure enough, all my stuff fell down here. Oh well, not the end of the world. Yeah, so what I was looking for is somewhere that had usable service, because I plan on doing some work. I originally had something planned for dinner tonight, but it's already 12:54, and it'll probably take me a good half hour to 45 minutes to cook it back here. I'm gonna skip on dinner for tonight and then just make a breakfast in the morning out here. And it's about to storm pretty bad, so I wanted to get situated. Oh. Well, as you can hear, the rain has started, and it's going hard. So hopefully I don't have any leaks right off the bat, but I'm guessing I will. So we'll find out. Oh, that was a long night. It was storming probably a good 8 hours, and not too much water got in here. There's a little bit of water that got in up here, and I moved some stuff and then put some paper towel down, but other than that, it wasn't bad. Oh, we're zoomed in. I know I said I was gonna make dinner last night, make breakfast this morning, but I'm gonna save the stuff I brought because 1, it's expensive, and 2, I have this giant sub. 3, it's about noon. I didn't get to bed till like 3-ish last night after some work, like 3:30. And all through the night, the thunderstorm just, like, anytime you get rain or anything, this sounds like a hailstorm in here. Like, it just smacks it. Like, everything's amplified, and it feels like a tin roof. So luckily it stayed colder because of the rain. It today 73 degrees, so wasn't that bad sleeping last night. What I'm gonna do is grab some of my batteries and whatnot, and then figure out a game plan, and I'm just gonna eat this sub. Don't worry, I'll definitely cook some stuff. It's just I'm not feeling it at this moment. Want to go do some stuff. Don't quite know where we're gonna go right off the rip, but I'll probably get some gas. I know we're gonna camp tonight. I don't know exactly which spot or if there's spots open, but I'm definitely going to camp over by the Tippy Dam. Oh, I'm tired. But as of right now, I'm gonna just kind of drive around, try to find some cool stuff. So the first place I want to check out is actually a place we drove by last night, and I wasn't expecting to see it, but it looks like there's actually a waterfowl hunting area. So like a designated like duck hunting and goose hunting area, mainly duck hunting it looked like. I couldn't see much outside, but I was checking on the maps last night and it's kind of what I gathered. But yeah, it's pretty cool. I was happy to have service last night too. It's a good change of pace. I never have service when I'm out on these trips, at least. Yeah, I thought maybe I could fish this, but this isn't looking so hot. It's I guess I could fish it. Not really what I'm looking for. There's a beaver dam over there. Huh. Oh yeah, did I mention this is bear country. So something that is really freaking cool about the area that I'm in now, and you wouldn't be able to tell it from just being right here, but over in that direction is the tallest point in southern Michigan. By southern I mean the lower peninsula, so not including the upper peninsula, because Mount Arvon I think is Mount Arvon is the tallest point in the upper peninsula, I believe, from what I remember. But in the lower peninsula, the tallest point is over in that direction. And you can tell, like, we're sitting up a little bit higher than, some of the surrounding area. Like, they've got Cabernet Peaks out here, which is down that direction to the south from where I'm at now. And Cabernet Peaks is a 2-peak snowboarding and skiing mountain. And the place that I'm talking about is called Briar Hill. And some people like to argue that the real highest place is on the other side of Cadillac, still part of Cadillac, and can't remember the exact name of that one, but there's like a 10 to 20 foot difference Some people call this hill over here, Briar Hill, the highest point. And some people call that one over there the highest point. So it's really hard to say. Once you get down into like 10 or 20 feet elevation change, you know, things can change for one, but the ground also moves. So yeah, you can tell like we're getting into some really tall areas over here. Pretty cool. I was doing a little research last night about possibly hiking up Briar Hill, and it's not that it's not much of a hike. It's definitely a hike. It's just it's all overgrown woods, so it doesn't really have a cool vantage point or anywhere to look out of. All right, we're actually gonna fly the drone up and see if I can't get a cool aerial view of the Briar Hill, like I said, which is to be known as the tallest point in the lower peninsula of Michigan. Doing a little bit of overlanding, I guess you could say. The plan is to get a closer view of Briar Hill, which is right in the center here, and probably take some of these roads down and then pull off and get the drone up in there. Can already feel the elevation change. Like, it's still really not that high above sea level. I think it's around 1,700. Some people are saying it's 1,720 foot or 1,730 foot tall. But holy smokes, is this cool. It kind of feels like some spots in southern Ohio, or like getting into Pennsylvania or West Virginia. This is pretty sweet. I'm on a constant hill going up, and the road's actually a little rough, but I'm holding like 2,000 RPMs climbing up this thing. Oh shoot, man, this is awesome. Cool little pull off over here. Man, it would be hard to hunt this. The amount of rolling hills that are out here. Can't really tell in the video, but I'm going down now. Such a cool area. If I was to hike to the top of Briar Hill, it would be going through all of that, which ain't nothing for what I'm used to during hunting season, but if you can't see out of it, what's the point? Some pretty cool little spots to camp out here, man. I might have to mark that thing. This is just awesome. It doesn't feel like the lower peninsula of Michigan, I'll tell you that. Some of these are so steep. hill. Seems like everywhere you go in Michigan, there's just a whole bunch of pines, and it's just awesome. It's funny, if I was in any other state, these hills and stuff, these would all be like rock. But here, everything's so sandy. You just don't see rock until you get into the UP, really. Well, northern Michigan has some rock too, but like this is actual, like this is northwestern Michigan, so it doesn't really count as to super far up north. Technically, I'm pretty sure I can even camp. I can camp here, as far as OnX Offroad says. But, oh, that's a drop. So this is somewhere I have not been in 11 years, and the actual original store burned down. Not sure how long ago, but this is Dublin, up just south of Manistee, the Tippy Dam. Pretty cool place. So if you're from West Michigan and you don't know about Dublin or Dublin jerky, you guys are missing out. I just picked up some sweet heat venison jerky, and it's actually one I haven't tried before. I've had their alligator, I've had some ostrich, I've had some rabbit, I've had pretty much all the flavors of elk, all the flavors of venison, except for this one. I had some of the Superman stuff too a while ago, and that stuff's pretty good. I wanted to try out this sweet heat. It is currently 5:14, and I still don't know where I'm staying tonight, so I got to figure it out now. I don't know if I'm going to find a spot on the river like I was hoping, but I've got to find something. Got my fingers crossed that I can find a spot back in here, because I'm running out of options. Yep. Yep, the truck is sideways. Kind of give you guys an idea, 14-degree angle right now on the clinometer. Hopefully it doesn't get a lot crazier than that, because there's nowhere to turn around in here. So, of according to OnX, this is a, oh, now we're in sand. According to OnX, you can truck camp out here, so it's pretty gnarly actually. Dude, if I find this spot, it's this legit. Oh, there's some good off-roading. Definitely a high clearance trail. It's hard to tell from the video, but it's about a 5-foot hole, and that's about like 2 or 3 foot ruts. Well, the off-roading I just did definitely sent things flying here. It even opened up my back window. But I need to swap some batteries here, and then I'm gonna get set up because I'm hungry. Before I swap the batteries out, check this out. Dude, I'm definitely having a fire tonight. This is cool, man. go weightless wacky with the Garys, and I believe these are the baby bass, but I think they're 5 inchers. Let's see what this does. This is the Tippy Dam Pond. My truck's up there, way up there. This is the Tippy Dam Pond. Missing out, bro. This is. Oh well. Oh, she is cold, cold. Forgot I got that lighter line on. Got like a 10-pound fluorocarbon, which usually run like 14 or 15. Let's see what my Garmin app says for depth over here. I have no idea. I've never fished up here. 7, 8, 9. Okay, it gets deeper out in the center. Makes sense. Man, this feels good. Could probably shower in here tonight. Got some rocks out here. I bet there's some smallmouth. Man, this breeze feels so good out here. Come on, give me a bite. It looks perfect out here. I could put my polarizing lens on the camera, but I've never used it yet. Bring some other stuff down here. Some cool rocks. Is that pudding stone? Nope. Oh, this is steep, dude. Oh. That's fun. It's not that bad. So as much as I want to camp in this spot right on the edge of the river, this sign does look legitimate from the US Forest Service stating no camping, but OnX Maps says this road that I came in on, this trail, from the center of this road and a car length that way I can camp, and a car length that way I can camp. If you come over here, there is a legitimate, like, actual camping spot, and it's as much as I'd rather be like right there where I am, I feel better about camping over here. So I decided to pull back into the woods over here instead of where I was. Pull over here because there was already some camping. My truck looks like it's articulating a little bit, but my truck said it was level, so I'm gonna go ahead and start getting stuff ready for dinner because I'm freaking starving, and I got a good dinner coming. I've got stir fry steak from stir fry, and the plan is to turn it into more of a steak taco, kind of like shaved beef in a sense. Cutting this stir fry steak up into thinner pieces. Should be a lot easier to work with. Always, even if it's old, always keep a thing of taco seasoning. My taco seasoning solidified. So we're gonna kind of powderize it a little bit different. Add a little water to this bad boy. Get these big chunks out of here and then use some of that and drizzle it over top. Pepper. Alright, it's not really a secret ingredient, it's one of my favorite ingredients. And that's a fresh lime. What I like to do is roll these things just a little bit, soften them up, yeah. Then get to cutting. Don't need a whole lot. It's a nice, decent amount here. Gives it such a good flavor. Something I like to do a little bit with my corn tortillas is just briefly put them on the skillet. Not toast them, but just kind of warm them up. I like to warm these things up a little bit. Not like toast them or anything, because it's corn tortillas. You don't really need much. So this is what I'm putting on. We're gonna do some cilantro. We're gonna do a little cheese. We're gonna do some steak. Do some onion. Do a little cilantro. We're gonna get a little lime. A little bit of salsa verde. Green salsa. That's how we're rolling. What we've got is some steak tacos with cilantro, onion, some Monterey Jack cheese, some lime squeezed on top, and some green salsa verde. And dude, I'm so hungry. These look so freaking good. I'm gonna smash these, then I'm gonna start the fire. And man, look at this. I'm gonna enjoy this sunset over this freaking big old drop off down into the water. All right, I'm gonna start this fire, but I gotta try one of these, man. I'm dying. Obviously, I'm not dying if you look at me, but. Oh, it's so good. Very authentic tasting. The corn tortillas, the cilantro, the lime, that's what does it. I'm gonna start this fire and enjoy this dinner around the fire. sand off my legs and feet. It's awesome. So what I did was hung my trash up on a stick and then tied it to my roof rack so that it's a little bit higher. It's about 7 foot off the ground. So I'm going to get some work done outside just because it's such a nice night out. I put my big old light on top of the truck so that I can actually see what I'm doing out here. And plan is to work on RUGG'D. I've got some stuff I got to do on our website. And for anybody that doesn't know, I own a clothing company called RUGG'D, RUGG''D, and that's what I'm wearing all the time. I had a few people ask me why I wear the same shirts all the time. Well, if you owned a clothing brand, you probably would too. I wear them all the time. That's just what I do. I like wearing black shirts, and I've got a lot of them. So I'm gonna work on RUGG'D tonight, work on the website, and then may do some video editing. Not sure yet. We'll see how ambitious I am, but yeah, I think that'll wrap things up tonight. Oh man, the truck's a bit of a mess. There's bugs all in here because I turned the lights off this time, but I didn't shut the doors properly, and I'm regretting it. But yeah, it is currently 79 in the camper. I've got the vent pushing in cold air or cooler air, and then my fan pushing that cooler air at me, so it doesn't feel too bad. But yeah, I'm gonna wrap it up for tonight. Not sure what the game plan is exactly for tomorrow. We'll find out if I go to work Monday. So anyway, catch you guys in the morning. A little bit different weather today. Looks like my bag stayed up last night. Gonna try to make breakfast simple. Got some eggs, some bacon, some leftovers from our steak tacos last night, and I think I might make some breakfast tacos. Steal some of this bacon grease for the eggs. Took some of the bacon grease out of here. Gonna use that in the with the eggs because I don't have salt. Get some hash browns. It's a slow process when you have a small pan like this, but I want to get these crispied up a little bit. Slowly getting there. And we're gonna go in with some bacon, some potatoes, some onion, and some cheese. Corn tortilla, we got eggs, we got bacon, we got hash brown, we got onion, we got some Monterey Jack cheese. Now I'm gonna throw some of this salsa verde, green salsa verde on top. That looks like breakfast. I'm gonna smash some of these, enjoy the nature, honestly. It's getting a lot later than I thought, and we actually have a storm rolling in, which kind of sucks. So I'll come up with a game plan on what we're gonna do. But yeah, time to eat. Cleaning up is always the worst part. Packing up camp, cleaning up your utensils, whatever it is. It sucks, always sucks. Always pack out your trash. I know there's not a huge chance of this starting back up, but because I'd rather not burn the forest down, I'd rather do that, honestly. Can't forget, don't leave your clothes on top of the truck. Hey guys, I almost forgot to mention, we're about to hit 500 subscribers. And when I hit 500 subscribers, I plan on doing a giveaway. And my clothing brand, RUGG'D, stay rugged, obviously. RUGG'D, we've got some extra stuff, some things I've been saving to give out for giveaways. And I wanted to give one to you guys. And one of the things that I might be giving away here is one of these shirts. And this shirt was actually one of the first shirts that I put my personal touch on. I actually drew this up on the iPad and then threw it up on the computer after that, made some finishing touches, and became one of our better selling fishing shirts. And I don't know how well you can see it on the screen there, but yeah, it's just a cool shirt, and I wanted to do something for you guys and give back a little bit. So once we hit 500 subscribers, all you got to do, obviously make sure you're subscribed, like this video, and share it with your friends. But yeah, thanks guys. About wrapped up out here. Kind of walk around, make sure I didn't leave any trash anywhere. Before I pull off completely over here, I wanted to drive by the spot I was gonna stay last night, where I found out you're not supposed to. It's actually right on the edge of the Tippy Dam Pond. It's pretty cool. Didn't really fish for very long. It's not really a great spot to fish, but we tried. It's just such a cool area. All right, so mosquitoes in my truck. So for right now, we do have some bad weather moving in. So I am planning on driving home, but taking some more scenic routes. Well, I'm still in 4-wheel. I should switch to 2 before I get out onto a main road. All right, 2-wheel drive. Yeah, that was fun. I got some cool drone shots on the way out of that trail that I was on. It was pretty cool. But yeah, I just kind of driving around right now, and not really wanting to go home yet. I can't get someone to cover work tomorrow, so I'm kind of screwed there. But oh, turkey vulture. But yeah, I had fun. It was a nice getaway this weekend. Just kind of get out in the middle of nowhere, kind of hang out, sleep in. It's pretty good. I appreciate you guys for tuning in. Thanks for watching as always. Please like, subscribe, and share this with all your buddies or anybody that will be interested. And you already know, stay rugged.